Hello, yeah, wrong. This video is going to be quite compelling, difficult to explain, so I'm going to have to say to you that some of the words that I want to use in this video are actually banned by YouTube. Can't use them. So, not sweary Mary words, but as you know, the victor writes history. And we've been lied to about a particular part of history, World War II history. Remember, the Russians have a skull in their archives that is supposed to be the leader of the German military, A.H. His skull. Well, that's a lie for a kickoff. And also, what we're finding out via such books as Grey Wolf. Remember me telling you on the lives on Sundays and Wednesdays, 8 p.m. on this back channel, I've been telling you repeatedly for months and years about Grey Wolf, the ability of the German military to get out of Germany at the end of World War II via Italy and the Catholic Church into South America. Well as Grey Wolf, there was a TV series, I think 3 series, called Hunting H. You know who I'm talking about, the mustachioid one. They try to find him in South America. Well, Argentinian President Javier Milei is declassifying documents confirming that A.H., the leader of the German military in the Second World War, actually survived World War II, escaped to Argentina with the aid and assistance of the US and its allies. Wonder who that can be. Ooh, let's have a think. There was only ever the Russians, the Americans and the Brits carving up Europe. Are we guilty, Your Honour? And he then went on to live for another 20 years and fathered 2 daughters. Now, my source for this is the Times of Israel. So if the Times of Israel have published this, well, it must be true. So Argentina will move to classify all government documents relating to German military fugitives who settled in Argentina after World War II, according to Argentinian government officials. The announcement follows up on a promise made by Argentinian President Javier Milei last month that he will grant access to documents relating to the financing of escape routes, the so-called ratlines, rat runs, or Grey Wolf, if you wish, the escape routes that helped the German military escape Europe after the Holocaust and World War II. Argentina's Chief of Cabinet of Ministers, Guillermo Franco, says Milei has ordered the release and declassification of the archives, including documents detailing banking and financial transactions and records held by Argentina's Defense Ministry. Now, in February, Milei promised officials of the Simon Wiesenthal Center his cooperation in granting access to the documents during a meeting at the Presidential Palace in Buenos Aires. Now, the Simon Wiesenthal Center have sought records relating to unofficial escape routes taken by thousands of German military personnel escaping or during the years after World War II. Up to 10,000 German military personnel, and I'm using that term loosely. You know what I'm talking about. It's the N-word, N-A-Z word, and they escape of other fascist war criminals, escape justice by fleeing to Argentina and other countries. Now, I've read Grey Wolf, and I've mentioned it many times on my lives on a Sunday and a Wednesday night at 8 p.m. If you are new to this kind of stuff, then please join me every Sunday and every Wednesday for more truths. And let me tell you this, I watched the TV series called Hunting H. It's the only part of his name that I can. A.H. is his name. It's the only part I can give you. I've got to code it because these words are banned on YouTube. And it was very interesting because it looks like other high-ranking German military personnel got out at the same time as A.H. Grey Wolf out of Germany into Argentina. Lived a very opulent lifestyle. The Argentinian people knew because Hunting H, Grey Wolf, A.H., they talked to some of the locals, and some of the locals were, no. Now, according to what I'm reading and hearing, they have evidence of this man and other German military personnel from World War II having been cited. The CIA knew about it, the FBI knew about it, the Americans facilitated certain things. I mean, Argentina at the time was very right-wing. So who else in Europe knew about this? Was it the British intelligence services? Was it the French? Was it the Italian? Was it the Germans? Who knew? The Russians? The Russians keep telling us that they had a pelvic bone and a skull because AH committed suicide in a bunker as World War II came to a close and the Russians were closing in on Berlin. Is it all a lie? Why hasn't it been front page news every day in this country? This is the biggest story, not of this year or this decade or this millennium. This is the biggest story in the last 70 years, 80 years, considering it's VE Day soon. So the more information I get, I will bring it to you as quickly as I can. My name's Adrian Allen. Thank you for your likes, subscriptions, but most of all, your indulgence. I'll give you more updates as and when I get them. I'll see you in the next Truth video.